Well, hey guys, it's time for the Wednesday talk. Yay, Wednesday, the boringest part of your week. And then you got this old redneck standing here talking to you. Got you. Hey man, we're still having problems with this captiva. Um, I went out there the other day and shot a little short video. Uh, Take a look at that, and then I'll get back to you at the end of that, and we're gonna go out here and do some stuff. Hang on. Well, hey guys, this captiva stuff ain't over. I thought it was, but it's not. Um, Got the timing gears and timing chain all back in there. Now it's throwing all kind of fuel pressure codes. It wasn't doing this before, so maybe it's something we did. I don't know. So, a little bonus video at the end of this Wednesday talk. I'm going out there and I'll take you along for the ride, just diagnosing and troubleshooting what it could be. Hang on, we'll get out there. All right, here's our fuel pump, supposedly. If you look back at the videos on this thing, I was having this trouble before, and I replaced this fuel pump. This fuel pump's brand new, and it's very expensive. But some idiosyncrasies I don't understand. If this is the fuel pump, why do we have the fuel pump pressure test right here before the fuel pump? Because this is the inlet, and then goes out in the, into the fuel rail. The codes I'm getting is fuel pressure regulator's bad, fuel pressure regulator sensor, all that stuff. Well, all that's built into this pump. And if we get that far, you'll get a look at it here in a minute. So I'm thinking this is the fuel pressure regulator. In order to change that, you got to change pretty much, I think it's pretty close to 200 bucks. Next question, how's it having pressure before the pump? And when you turn the key on, you hear a pump kick in the gas tank. So does it have two pumps? This is a manual pump. Does it have an electric pump back in the gas tank that feeds this system to keep this primed, so when your car starts, then this high pressure pump kicks in and feeds the fuel rail? I don't know. It's all stupid. The only thing we unhooked from this was this line right here. One of the indications on the trouble codes is a restricted fuel line. So I'm going to pull this fuel line back off of here and see what we can come up with. And just, let's see. Maybe we got something trapped in there. I don't say how we did, but let's check it out. All right, so we've got our fuel line off, or we unhooked it when we was doing this. I'm out here by myself tonight, so I don't have somebody hit the key. So give me a second. I'm just going to cycle that key, and of course I can't see from in there, but I'm just going to cycle it once and see if this thing is pumping fuel. Because if it is, then we got another fuel pump on this thing somewhere. Hang on. Well, looks like there's another pump. I don't see a restriction in this. So now the question becomes, which one's the problem? This one or this one? I'm at a loss at this point. I guess I'm gonna have to go. I don't have a fuel pressure tester, so I guess I'm gonna have to go to the parts place and rent one. But then I can cycle that, and maybe I can find out what that pressure is supposed to be. If it ain't that, then it's wherever this other pump is. I never heard of a car having two freaking. This car is a piece of crap. These eco-tecs. Piece of crap. 2013 Captiva. Don't buy one of these. Don't even waste your money. If you got one, try to figure out how to get rid of it real quick. But hey, we'll get to the bottom of it. Hang on. All right, guys. Believe it or not, Mr. Lars was talked to him, and he didn't want to buy the China freight or the Harbor Freight. Picked up a little $20 gas gauge here. He gonna hit the key and let's see what it reads. Hit it, man. We're up at 60 pounds. It's supposed to be between 50 and 60. Looks pretty good, but she's bleeding out pretty quick. Right. Cycle that key again. No, it didn't go up. Did you turn it all the way off?
Yep. Key's out.
All right, do it one more time.
Key in.
Did you turn it on?
Yeah.
Well, how long you said it was at 60? Let's sit here for a second or two and see what happens.
Key's out now.
Well, it should be staying at least 50. She's bleeding down pretty quick.
It's cycle.
Yeah, one more time. Well, we ain't getting no more pressure. Well, she's staying about steady. But there you go, man. So, hang on. It's cold out here. We're not spending a whole lot of time. One more time. She's staying, well, yeah, she's staying right there. All right, hang on. Let's get back in the shop. All right, guys, so with that reading right there, there's two options on this little car. Again, Wednesday talk. Captiva 2.4 eco-tec, right? It's got a high pressure sensor and a low pressure sensor.
Fuel pressure.
Yeah, you got me? So, we cycled the key. We got 60 pounds. Bled off to about 54 and sat there. Had Lars hit the key again. Nothing happened. You could hear the pump kick, but no added pressure. Then, what we done off camera, we should have done it on camera, but it was off camera. We bled the pressure off of the gauge, and that way, you know, the pressure was low in the system. When he hit the key again, it jumped right back up to 60 pounds, bled back down to 55, 54, somewhere in there. That's telling me, and this one right here, that low pressure sensor has got to be working. Because when we headed up to pressure before and cycled that key, nothing happened. The fuel pump was coming on, but there wasn't no more pressure added to the system. So now we get on the higher pressure side of this system. There's no way to check that. We're going to, I'm leaning towards hopefully that it's the high pressure sensor, which is in the fuel rail underneath the intake, and I'm going to try to figure out a way to do this without taking the intake off, but who knows. But there's no way to check that, because from what I understand, that low pressure pump that's in the gas tank, just like on a diesel engine, the low pressure, Lars knows more about diesel engines than I do.
Don't go there. I don't know that.
But from what I understand, diesel engines, let's go back just a second. There's a few codes that's thrown on the computer that I looked up and says this normally doesn't happen on a gasoline engine, only on diesel engines, because most gasoline engines does not have the pump system set up like a diesel, but this one does. It honestly, they call them fuel injectors, but it's not fuel injectors. it's hard. Go back and do your research. But anyway, the low pressure system keeps prime on the high pressure pump, right? 45 to 60 pounds, somewhere in there. Then when you start your engine, that high pressure pump kicks in and throws 2 to 250 pounds of pressure
To the injector.
up in that fuel rail, so the injectors can do what they're supposed to do. So if the low pressure system's working fine, that leads us up to the high pressure system. I'm going to take this old pump. It's getting cold out there right now, but hang on, I'll discuss that in a minute. I'm going to take the old pump I took off her because I still got it. Stick it back on there. If we had the same problem between both of them pumps, I have a hard time believing that both pumps have the same issue.
That'd be unusual.
Right? So if I got the same issue when I put this other pump back on there, then that leads me down to the high pressure sensor, right? That you got to take the intake, all that crap off to get to. So that's what's next. It's just it's getting cold. Honestly, it's Tuesday night. It's supposed to rain all day on Wednesday, and then it's supposed to turn off cold. Not sure we're going to get out there this weekend to work on cars or nothing like that because it's supposed to be like 20 degrees. I'm not getting out there 20 degrees for anybody. See? Yeah. All right. I'm going to let him come over here and do it.
I was built for the cold.
But there you go, man. It's just a short one. Still having problems with it. I don't understand. The thing that blows my mind, it wasn't no problem to put the timing chains in it. Then all of a sudden, all these fuel codes pop up. All right. Okay. Maybe it sat there for 4 or 5 months. You know, something went bad. I get it. But that don't explain on the dash the trouble lights because it come in. As soon as it started throwing codes, the first thing that came on was a stable track. The stable track and traction control needs to be serviced. Then it threw the check engine code, you know, and so on and so forth. So I don't know. Did these idiots?
Here we go.
Oh, I deleted one off here because I was living. Did these idiots actually design a gasoline engine to run like a diesel?
It's eco-tec.
Eco bullshit. That's what it is, man. If you got one of these cars, get rid of it. So anyway, that's where our goal is. I know the low pressure system is working. High pressure system you can't check, so it's hit and miss. The high pressure sensor is $100. If you go to buy that high pressure pump at the parts place, I think I've done a video. If you go back, finishing up the Captiva, if I remember right, I said it was $315. You can buy these things on Rock Auto for like $75 or whatever. But that's where we're at. There's something wrong on the high pressure side. Did you have something you want to say?
I thought they were about $200. And
Yeah, well, no, that one video. But if you go back and watch the video where I'm talking about finishing up the Captiva, that was the closest to it because I was fixing to go buy it. Now, I think at the parts place it was $315.
Oh, hey.
He didn't watch the old
Money.
videos. He didn't watch the old videos just like y'all don't watch the old videos. How do you know what's going on now if you don't go back and watch the old videos, man?
I'm tired.
Anyway, there's the Wednesday talk. That's what's going on. As soon as I can get that done, I've got to get the C10, a few things done to that. And then Lars has got, what year model is that truck?
97 F-150.
He's got
4.2 liter V6.
That
Pressure
used,
getter.
that used to belong to his dad, and it's not running. So we're gonna haul that thing over here
Another project, people.
and get that thing running for him, man. You know, it's a memory from Dad, man. You got to get that thing running.
Hey, it'll pull a boat out here too.
Oh, yeah. See, y'all, real quick, y'all think this is all fun and games, but this one just wants to go fishing. I'm the only one that's got a car that'll pull the boat.
Who's got the boat? I get the truck going.
But anyway, we'll see y'all. Saturday or Sunday, I'll throw something up. It's just supposed to be bad weather. Might be something in the shop. I've got a few saw blades that got to be rebuilt and stuff, and Lawrence is looking forward to jumping in on that,
Wish me
man.
luck, y'all.
Trying to figure that out. But there you go. That's the Wednesday talk. Hope y'all having a good night and a good day whenever you see this.
Happy Wednesday.
There you go. We'll see you on the next one.